Clive Mather is the chair of the Church of England Pensions Board, having been appointed by General Synod on 20 February 2019. The Pensions Board provides pensions, housing and retirement services for those who have served or worked for the Church. It serves over 40,000 people across almost 700 employers and manages funds in excess of £2.8 billion. The board actively engages with companies in which it is invested and is committed to managing its funds in a way that reflects the Church's teaching and values. It is the only pension provider offering schemes that fully comply with the Church of England ethical investment policies. Climate change is a systemic risk to all long-term investors, both an ethical and financial issue. It is a critical focus of the board's investment approach across all asset classes, as well as our engagement with companies. A key tool in this is the Transition Pathway Initiative (TPI), which SEP continues to jointly chair with the Environment Agency Pensions Fund. TPI assesses companies' preparedness for transition to a low-carbon economy and is backed by investors with over $18 trillion in AUM. It has developed a new Paris-aligned, passive global equity index with FT and the LSE, which was launched on 30 January 2020, which directly incorporates assessments of companies under TPI. The Church of England Pensions Board is a leading, activist investor and works with many other funds around the world through coalitions like Climate Change 100+ in order to leverage its influence and impact. Climate Action 100+ is an investor initiative to ensure the world's largest corporate greenhouse gas emitters take necessary action on climate change. The companies include 100 systemically important emitters, accounting for 2/3 of annual global industrial emissions, alongside more than 60 others with significant opportunity to drive the clean energy transition. To date, more than 500 investors with more than $47 trillion in assets under management have signed onto the initiative. He serves as a Director of Emissions Reduction Alberta ERA, which works to develop and commercialize technologies which will reduce carbon and other GHG emissions in Canada and beyond, to stimulate technical innovation in order to enhance the capacity and reputation of the province, and to protect and grow the economy through greater diversity, skilling up and employment. He is a trustee of Emmaus Road Community Church in Guildford, UK. Emmaus Road is a growing, multi-site church with congregations in and around Guildford, Woking and Aldershot. As the European hub for the 24/7 prayer movement, the church connects with thousands of others from around the world at the Wildfires Festival in spring and the 24/7 prayer gathering in autumn. He is the chair of Relational Peacebuilding Initiatives (RPI) based in Geneva, working to bring relational solutions to long-standing conflict situations in various parts of the world. The current main focus is the Korean Peninsula. After 70 years of bitter division, North and South Korea have now begun political talks aimed at replacing recrimination with cooperation. What is needed is a parallel process which will bring economic growth and social transformation to the whole peninsula. RPI is already working behind the scenes to develop a partnership model that will enable North and South to agree together the values, goals and priorities in each of the main sectors of society. This is vital if economic progress is to be demonstrated in the short term and the possibility of peaceful unification nurtured for the future. He was the founding chair of Tearfund USA, which was established in 2018 as a member of the global Tearfund family. He retired in January 2022 when his American successor was ready to take over. In September 2018, he had retired as chair of Tearfund after serving his full term of 10 years. During this time, he visited Tearfund's work in 47 countries, encouraging partners and local churches. Tearfund is a Christian relief and development agency following Jesus where the need is greatest. It is committed to eradicating poverty through 3 primary channels. Firstly, through its disaster relief capacity, it is able to bring frontline emergency help to those communities ravaged by war, earthquake, or other calamities. Secondly, working through its worldwide partners and a global network of local churches, it is able to transform families and communities by empowering the local church to mobilize resources that are available and inspire collective action to tackle battle poverty in all its forms, and thirdly, through its advocacy. Tearfund highlights the impact of climate change, injustice and corruption on those least able to cope. It calls governments and global institutions to account, arguing for concerted global action and a fairer allocation of resources to meet the needs of the poor and oppressed. In 2008, he was appointed chairman of the Shell Pensions Trust Limited, one of the biggest defined benefit pension funds in the UK. The trust oversees the investment and management of the Shell Contributory Pension Fund, providing benefits for 40,000 plus active and retired members of Royal Dutch Shell in the UK. He was also appointed chairman of Shell's new UK defined contribution scheme, the UK Shell Pension Plan Trust Limited, which started in 2013. He stepped down from both roles on 31 May 2018 after 10 years' service to the funds. In 2012, he was appointed chairman of the God and Tomb Jerusalem Association and stepped down in 2017 after serving his full term of 9 years as a trustee. He is the former chairman of Iogen Corporation, a Canadian biotechnology company specializing in enzyme technology and based in Ottawa. Iogen is the leading producer of cellulosic ethanol. He served as a director for 10 years, of which 9 were as chairman. He retired in July 2017. Mather is a former employee of Royal Dutch Shell. He joined Shell in the United Kingdom 1969 and retired in 2007. His career included assignments in Brunei, Gabon, South Africa, the Netherlands, Canada and the UK, where he was chairman of Shell UK Limited between 2002 and 2004. His last position was as president and CEO of Shell Canada Limited based in Calgary, prior to its takeover by Royal Dutch Shell Limited. Mather was formerly chairman of the UK Government/Industry CSR Academy, deputy chairman of the Windsor Leadership Trust and chairman of the IMD Business Advisory Council in Switzerland. He has held a number of public appointments in the UK, including Commissioner for the Equal Opportunities Commission, chairman of the Petroleum Employers Council and chairman of the Lambeth Education Action Zone. In July 2009, he was appointed as one of the 12 members of the Premier's Council for Economic Strategy in Alberta. He has also served on the Royal Anniversary Trust for some 7 years. Mather was educated at Warwick School and Lincoln College, Oxford. He is a companion of the Chartered Management Institute and fellow of the Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development. He speaks on issues of leadership, ethics, the environment and energy internationally.